This doesn't look like bread, but it is, and I added something unexpected. I wanted to bake a beautiful black sourdough loaf, but when it came out of the oven, I wasn't sure if it looked elegant or just a little scary. If you enjoy bread experiments like this, subscribe so you don't miss the next ones. And don't forget to like this video. It really helps more people see it. Now, the real question is, does black sourdough actually taste good? All right, let's start baking. My secret ingredient today is squid ink. It's not something you find in every store, but you can easily order it online. I'll also add sun-dried tomatoes and cheddar cheese. So first, 500 grams of bread flour and 300 grams of water. Mix everything together. You can find the full ingredient list in the description below. My flour has about 11.7% protein. The higher the protein, the stronger the dough. Mix and let it rest for 40 minutes. This step is called Autolyse. It allows the flour to fully absorb the water, helps gluten develop naturally, and makes the dough smoother and easier to work with. Right now, the dough looks rough, not very elastic, but time does the magic. While the dough is resting, I'll prepare the tomatoes. They're packed in oil, and too much oil can weaken the dough. So I dry them with paper towels. Look how much excess oil comes off. If possible, it's better to use tomatoes without oil. Now look at the dough after resting. This is the magic of Autolyse. It's smoother, more elastic, and much more alive. Now I add my stiff sourdough starter. I really love working with it. It's not sticky, it smells amazing, and it's very pleasant to handle. Now we knead the dough until the starter is fully incorporated. Then I add salt and about 20 grams of water to dissolve it. And now, the most important part, 8 grams of squid ink. Would you eat black sourdough bread? I know it looks unusual, maybe even a little shocking. Squid ink might sound strange, but it's actually a classic ingredient. It's used in pasta, risotto, and seafood dishes. It gives a deep black color and a subtle savory flavor. So I was really curious. Could it work in bread? Okay. This looks a bit messy, almost like something went wrong. Dark, sticky, unusual, but trust the process. The most important thing now is to mix it really well. We don't want a zebra bread, although honestly, that could be a fun idea for the next video. After mixing, the dough already looks better. Not scary anymore, just a beautiful dark dough. Now let it rest for 1.5 hours. During this time, we'll do stretch and folds every 30 minutes, 3 times in total. This technique strengthens the dough, builds elasticity, and helps trap air inside. That's what gives us a light, open crumb. Now, we let the dough rise for another 2 hours. Look at this dough, soft, elastic, full of life. Now I shape it. This is called pre-shaping. It helps create structure, builds surface tension, and prepares the dough for final shaping. Then I let it rest for 20 minutes. Now it's time to add the fillings. Gently stretch the dough so we don't destroy the air bubbles. Add the tomatoes, then the cheddar. Right now, it almost looks like a black pizza. Fold one side, then the other. Add more filling and roll it up. Now, shape the loaf, tighten the surface, and seal the edges. This tension helps the bread rise properly and open beautifully in the oven. Into the proofing basket it goes. You can proof at room temperature for about 1.5 hours, but I prefer an overnight proof in the fridge. This gives better flavor and a more developed structure. Now it's time to bake. My oven with a Dutch oven inside is preheated to 250 degrees Celsius, about 480 degrees Fahrenheit. I dust the dough with rice flour, add a simple design, and score it. Bake covered for 20 minutes, then remove the lid and bake another 25 minutes at 200 degrees Celsius, about 390 degrees Fahrenheit. And here it is, this unusual bread. It looks unexpected, dark on the outside, but inside, soft, airy, full of life. Every slice is different. Melted cheddar, sun-dried tomatoes, and that deep, slightly savory flavor. Simple ingredients, but a completely new experience. If you enjoy baking like this, subscribe so you don't miss the next videos. This might be the most unexpected bread I've ever made, and honestly, I didn't expect it to turn out this good. Thank you so much for watching until the end. See you in the next video.